Hello. Today we are going to relax a little, smile a little, or a lot, and find a little reassurance. First, I'd like you straighten yourself up, stuck your spine, make yourself comfortable, adjust your neck so that it is in line with your spine and your lower back, mid back, upper back. And I'd like you to just take a moment to relax and notice how you're feeling on a scale of 1 to 10 without judgment, with 0 being your worst and 10 your absolutely best. Just notice how you feel without any judgment. And we're going to see if we can find a little reassurance and improve the way we feel a little bit. We often want an instant solution. We notice when we don't feel good and we want to feel better now. And sometimes we want things to happen now because there's an outcome to it. And often that outcome is pushed. And we want to push the outcome further, faster. And if we stop a moment to think, why pushing? Why right now? Why this red minute? It could be that you are aligned and the energy is conducive to that moment and you're ready for it, and that's the next logical moment. And if everything is in the right place, or at least this is the moment, and you go through and it feels good, then that was the right moment. But sometimes we are a little bit disconnected. We are focusing on the negatives, on the not working, and we want to push it through, and we want to do it now. And often the reason behind it is because we want to feel better. Yes, there are compromises, and yes, there are commitments with others, and there are some time restrictions and things that we need to do at certain times. But ignoring for a moment the things that we need to do in this moment, and just focusing on, why does it need to be this way right now? Why? Well, just take a moment of reflection. Why does it need to be right now? And you probably find that there's a cascade. Because if this is not done, that'll lead to this, and lead to that, and lead to that, and lead to that. And then there's a sense of urgency. And that's okay. It's part of life, it's part of being in the real world. But what about when that awareness is making you feel more fretful, more anxious, more angry? Then by pushing it through, you are likely not to be enjoying that journey. And that journey is likely to lead to something less than or not as good. Do not worry, that journey can lead to another journey where you can make amendments and start again and start fresh and improve, so nothing goes to waste. But if you notice yourself pushing from a disconnected point of view rather than connected, then stop for a moment and reflect why right now. And if you find the reason is that because I want to feel better right now, perhaps see if there's something else you can do first. By being aware of how you're feeling, then you can make some adjustments towards feeling a little bit better. Check that you are actually hydrated. Drink plenty of liquids, the healthy ones, water, you never go wrong with it. Make sure that you are eating well. Make sure that you are having enough sleep. Make sure that you are having quality rest. Move often. Movement allows your body to feel warmer, release tension, feel better. Get fresh air. More fresh air, more oxygen, so you feel better. And focus on the most fundamental basic step, which is aligning your body and breathing. If you're feeling anxious or angry or powerless or any negative emotion, you probably will notice that your breathing will be slightly different and uncomfortable, shallow or fast. And you might feel a tightness on your chest and heart area. You might even feel it a little pain or discomfort on your gut. So if you do notice those feelings, notice where does it feel. So take a moment to notice how the body feels and exactly if there's any particular area where it doesn't feel good. Just for reflection, notice what is it that does not feel good. For example, tightness on your chest if you're feeling a bit anxious, or knot on your gut if you're feeling anxious. And see if you can soothe it by bringing your awareness of it's okay. I don't like feeling this way and I look forward to feeling a little bit better. And try to breathe into that area. Some healing and ease and relaxation. So with that in mind, let's focus in the areas of the body we want to send some healing and ease. So I'll be sending some healing energy and ease into my gut. Sometimes I get knots. I think it's because I get a little bit stressed. I don't think I'm certain. So, whatever you're feeling, just send some loving and healing energy through breathing. Okay, so clear your nostril. You always start with clearing everything and then you breathe anything. Close one of your nostrils you choose and exhale. Let's do it 3 times so it's not too fast or too long, but you can pause and continue long if you need to. Don't worry, eventually you'll need to breathe in, so you'll just do it naturally. So close one nostril and exhale 3 times. And close the opposite nostril and exhale 3 times. And smile, just to relax. Close one nostril and inhale and exhale through this opposite nostril. Could you tell my left nostril was a little bit blocked? One is usually more open than the other, which is a good thing. This one is my free one right now. Still, close the opposite nostril and breathe in. Full breath in for 3 counts. Or 3 times. So definitely my left is a bit blocked. Later on will be the right. They take turns. So exhale everything if you need to again. Now that you have cleared your nostrils, let's breathe into the belly with both nostrils open. For the count of 3. Nice, slow, deep breath in and slowly out. Let's do it 3 times. I'll look out the window. Well, while I was doing my breathing, I realised I was a little bit tense on my body. So I'm just going to rotate and relax. And shake the hands. Just a little smile. Just to warm up the corners of your lips. And your heart. Your brain does not know the difference between a real smile and a fake one. Of course you do know the difference, but if you smile even though there's no reason, your body will start getting the message, actually everything is okay, I can relax. And then you will start secreting good feeling endorphins. So you relax a little further. And then you'll feel so good that you really will be smiling genuinely and feeling really good. Sometimes when we don't feel so good, it's because we are powerful focusers and we are focusing on the things that we do not want. And there's a strong desire and wish for the opposite, but we are going the wrong way. And sometimes that is too much momentum. And sometimes we need to burn and crash before we can actually stop and do something about it. But whatever part of the journey you are, just stay comforted. You can only stop for reflection and sit with the emotion, sit with the feeling in a brave, courageous manner. Just take comfort and trust that it will come and it will go. And take comfort and reassurance that the breath will help you ease. The more you use your breath, the easier it will become. And then you can trust a little further that with your breathing you can comfort and soothe yourself. Let's take another nice slow deep breath in into the belly for the count of 4 and out for the count of 4. Okay, I'll look away for a moment. Sometimes we desperately try to get reassurance from others, consciously or unconsciously, through our behaviors, our impulsive behaviors, or forcefully asking. And we might find that we are seeking reassurance when we are perhaps directly asking, what do you think of this, what do you think of that, what do you think of the other? Sometimes could be because we wish to improve and to have some constructive criticism. But often that question is full of, can you praise me? Can you reassure me? Not always, but sometimes. So when you find yourself asking, what do you think of this and that and the other? Just check, is this because I need constructive criticism in order to improve? Is it because I genuinely need to know, or because I would like some reassurance? Because if you are seeking reassurance from others, you may find that often they do not see and feel the same way that you do, because they haven't lived the same life experience, because they do not have the same knowledge, and because they do not, the body does not experience the same way that you do. So even though they may try to understand, they never get the point. Only you can get the full point, the full reason. No one else does. Someone a little bit more attuned and understanding than others, but only you can fully understand what is it exactly that you need. So by spending a moment to stop and reflect and question allows you to become aware and give yourself that you wish or need. When you try to get reassurance from others, it does feel good, a hug or a positive comment or praise. It does feel good. It makes you feel more worthwhile, perhaps. But when that does not come, then you can feel a bit bitter, and then you can start wobbling and start doubting and questioning yourself. And if you are struggling with your self-esteem, you might even put in question your worth or the worth of the things that you are doing. And then you'll feel less than good. So don't do it for your reassurance from others. Don't do it for the appraisal from others. Do it because you are connected and because it does feel good and is exactly what it feels to be the right thing. There are things we cannot do because there are rules and we must respect them. And just because I might feel like punching someone on the face doesn't mean it's the right thing. But if you connect yourself, you'll find that you could find ways of experiencing and doing that you need and wish without damaging anyone or anything. You could find a win-win situation. I did find this fleece blanket, and this because it's very soft, and I thought perhaps it would be a little appropriate for reassurance. So you can reassure yourself with your breathing. Let's take another deep breath in into the belly. And slowly out. Let's breathe in for the count of 3 and out for the count of 5. I'll look out the window for a minute. There is a peace and a stillness that we can tap into whenever we need, by letting go of the past, the future. The past can be a source of joy, or a source of suffering. If you're focusing on the positives of the past, it will make you smile. If you're focusing on the negatives of the past, it can make you sad. The future can be a source of excitement and looking forward, or a source of dread and anxiety. If you are looking with the eyes of looking forward, then you'll feel good and contentment and trust. And if you are looking with the eyes of worrying and focusing on the worst, and imagining the worst possible consequences, then you'll be igniting your anxiety. And if you continue that focus, you will get a little tighter, bigger, and you can even have a little panic attack from anxiety. So by letting go of the past, because you have no control over it, you can't change it. By letting go of the future, you can't change it. Well, you can influence it, but you're not there yet. No one knows if they'll be there. No one knows. That's just a simple fact of life that we must accept. We do not know the next minute if we'll make it. We don't know if we'll make it till tomorrow, or the day after, or the week, or the month, or the year after. And that is just simply a truth that we all must accept with ease and trust. No point fighting about it, just a fact. Let's find it, a neutrality about it. Let's take a moment to breathe. Breathe into the belly, nice and slow for the count of 5, and slowly out for the count of 7. Well done, you. Yes, we cannot change the past. We do not have access to the future now, but we have access to this minute. And when we can bring peace to the mind and just focus in this minute by either focusing on your breathing. If you are feeling anxious, then focusing on your breathing might not feel as good, because you can notice that it's not flowing in an easy manner. But you could take some comfort in noticing the slight improvement. The peace and calm of the relief. And you may have everything, but when you need most, the only thing you want is a moment of peace. And that is available to you anytime, anywhere, regardless of your physical abilities, financial abilities, intellectual abilities. You can, if your heart is beating and you are conscious of it, then you can learn to guide your breathing into a more coherent manner. Let's breathe into the belly nice and slow for the count of 9, and slowly out for the count of 11. You can close your eyes. So whenever you need to feel reassured, just connect with your breathing and give that gift to yourself. The gift of reassurance, the gift of feeling good, the gift of peace, the gift of tranquility, and the gift of staying present in this moment. Let go of the past and the future. Work in this minute, work in this minute, and the hours will take care of themselves. Bye for now.